everybody. I'm BJ Flagg.
And I'm Rich G, and this is episode 305. They're fooling you, the entrepreneurship myth.
Yeah. When we came up with this title, I thought to myself, there is a book called The Entrepreneurs, right? The
Yeah,
myth.
the myth.
Okay,
Yeah,
this is something different.
this
This
is
is something
something
completely
different.
different. We're going a little rogue this week to highlight the growing sickness infecting more young, middle-aged, and even older people. Um, we've done we're done with all the hustle lifestyle. I see the hashtag hustle or a hashtag grinding and just laugh at the images that appear. Made up girls, silly motivational quotes, cool cars, wealthy lifestyles. Um, or if you're on Instagram or TikTok, all you have to do is combine those three AI tools, and you can reach millions of people with little work, little or no work at all. This is a wake up call, and everyone out there has to answer it.
Yeah, honestly, what an amount of hooey that's going on. It's also stupid. We're getting fed that idea of a successful entrepreneur is to have expensive cars and hot girls dancing around while making passive money all day long.
And I want to bring you the reality. A successful entrepreneur's reality is long days, anxiety, insomnia, solitude, dealing with stupid clients, deadlines, investors behind your back, tracking everything, mad spouses and partners, and most of all, zero free time. It's not all this, but you're experiencing it sometime or the other.
Yeah, of course, a few entrepreneurs are living a dream life and earning gobs of money, but not everyone. Let's be honest, 99% don't. Okay. They're the ones out there pitching how to hit it big. While I'm working 8 to 10 hours a day trying to find new clients and servicing my current ones, seeing this stuff on social media just makes me laugh. And
Oh,
I think
yeah.
BJ and I see this all the time.
I call it toxic positivity. There is a lot of what I think is as toxic positivity right now. The truth is, you don't have to be full steam every second of the day. You don't always have to feel motivated, brave, or determined. And it doesn't help to never sleep and only care about money. Sometimes it's slow, difficult, and complicated. And that's okay too. I think toxic positivity is rooted in the insecurities of people who need constant validation. They're just not content to come home at the end of the day knowing that they did good work. They need people to recognize them so other people recognize them for what they did. But they didn't do anything and needed people to think they did. I see a ton of these entrepreneurs acting like they've already made it. Don't you, Rich? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we were talking about like we go to a networking event and there's a certain cadre of people out there, men and women, who are doing this weird business, and you're like asking what is it? Oh, I have the business card. I'm a CEO of my own company, and I do this, and you're like, and it's kind of funny. It's like, how do you make money doing that? How do you make money? So, there's a thing I'd like to talk about are crack dealers.
Oh,
Okay,
Rich.
there's a great book called Freakonomics. If you've ever never read it, go out and get it. They wrote an interesting piece within the book on crack dealers. Okay. They
Yeah.
showed that the top of the block had the bling to show their recruits how much money was in the business. So they go, look at me. I'm wearing all this gold, all this stuff. You can be that way too if you just sell crack for me. It was a mirage, but necessary to get people at the bottom of the dealer pyramid. You're going to find the same structure with the shiny objects from people selling quick entrepreneurship for some reason, a path to easy money and honey. Okay. There's nothing easy about success, or else everyone would be successful. You
Yeah.
know that mentally, but you're afraid it is just you who is missing out. And I call that FOMO unleashed.
That's for sure. That's for sure. But like, think of it. I look at it in terms of the female image. As a women entrepreneur, the Instagram hustle, pep talks, photos that make me feel like I'm supposed to be wearing jeans and heels and have 100 plus lipsticks and be called a sassy diva. I just sit there thinking to myself, wait a minute. I'm not going to wear press on nails, and my hair and my makeup are not going to be perfect every day. I'm sorry. It's just not going to be happening. And I feel confident in myself that that's the truth. But I guess I worry about the next generation, that
Yeah.
they aren't going to be confident.
Yeah.
And that makes me feel bad.
They're being fed this pablum of you don't want to have a job like your parents did, and you could just go out there and make it big on your own, and they're selling it, and I see it infecting social media and getting YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and all these places that they're just growing it. The male image is just as bad. As a
Yeah.
male entrepreneur, I have to drive an Italian German power car, and I have to live in a 10,000 square foot mansion, and I have to wear tailored suits or $500 sneakers. I get the feeling they're all hucksters selling snake oil, and the only one making money is Instagram and TikTok. And
Yes.
by the way, guys, I drive an 11-year-old Honda. Okay.
Yes. You dream about a Tesla, though.
Oh, I
You
do,
dream about it,
but
but we don't get it.
I don't
We
get it.
don't. We don't get it. And I think what you're talking about here is like the people who sell supplements.
Yeah.
Where they, oh, if you take all these supplements, you'll never need, you'll never get hooked on all those, drugs that the doctors are trying to prescribe. And you say to myself,
Nootropics.
wait a minute, wait a minute. You want me to buy outright these supplements for $300 a month when I have a prescription plan for a safe and effective use and I pay $2 a month?
Yeah.
Hello, hello. It's happening because, when I'm thinking about it, entrepreneurship is supposed to be a rock star lifestyle. So they can keep chasing ideas that aren't viable, but would be fun if they were. I see successful entrepreneurs and I look around, think about your plumbers, right? Your roofers, your barbers, HVAC people, all these people. Maybe they're not glamorous jobs, but the jobs are in demand and the people have paying customers. Those people work hard and they go home to their families and they feel good about what they did. And
Yeah.
I'm not saying that that's what entrepreneurship has to be, but I'm saying that's genuine, authentic.
Yeah, the startup scene is a massive myth. A group of people who engage in self indulgent or self gratifying behavior, especially by reinforcing each other's views and attitudes. Everyone spends most of the time talking about starting up, going to networking events, hackathons, grind fests, co working places. We know those.
Oh my God.
and making startups on how to start up. They love their CEO, founder of nothing business cards. Oh, I'm the CEO of this.
Exactly. And the hustle stuff isn't supposed to be real. It's supposed to sell people on a culture and a lifestyle so they can buy into, feel like they have a place. These people prey on people who are lost. They feel like they have no purpose, and they'll just about grab any identity that they can find, any identity to kind of get going. And that, frankly, makes me feel horrible.
Yeah.
Definitely makes me feel horrible.
Well, our resource is going to bring us down to earth. It's a classic book. It was, I think, written about 30 years ago, but it's
Really? Oh
still
my
a
God.
great book today. It's called The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas J. Stanley. Um, it teaches one of the lessons that wealthy entrepreneurs are likelier to be the dorky guys from your high school shop class who worked hard to build their business, drive a beat up pickup, and buy their nice suits at Men's Warehouse. Okay, wannabes abound, but they are rarely successful.
The author splits everything into under accumulator of wealth and a prodigious accumulators of wealth. So there's these two groups, the Oz and the Paws. The Oz have a low net worth relative to income, and opposite of the Paws, and use these terms, throughout the book. So you can follow all the way through his book with the Oz and the Paws.
Yeah, his primary argument is that paws get to be wealthy by living well below their means. These are the
Yeah.
people who do not look like millionaires. They live in a modest neighborhood. They drive domestic sedans. They wear a Timex, and they usually have blue-collar job that does not come with an expensive lifestyle associated as a result. And they can accumulate a sizable nest egg.
On the other hand, the Oz are typically well-educated professionals with high-paying or high-profile jobs like a doctor or an attorney, but due to societal pressures associated with their social standing, they are forced to squander all their money living in the luxurious neighborhoods, driving those German cars we talked about, and sending their kids to private schools. Their expensive lifestyle means that they have spent most of their income, and as a result, they have a low net worth and an outward appearance. It's a great book. Definitely you have to get a hold of that. Well, that's it for this week. You can reach out to me at newrenew.com, and you can find Rich at richg.com.
And thanks to our editor and producer, Richard Scalzo, who makes this podcast happen every week.
Have an unbelievable week. Catch you later.